Hi folks, good day. Welcome to Forex Concepts Beginners Lessons and Episodes. Okay, so today we will be discussing about currency pairs, and then we will discuss about what price means in Forex, because if you want to learn Forex, you cannot be able to run away from understanding the currency pairs, because those are the things that you will need if you really want to be able to master Forex and then be able to trade well. Okay, so now in the previous episode, we discussed about understanding price action, where we discussed elaborately about candlesticks, and then we discussed about bull candles, bear candles, and then we also discussed about time frames. So please, if you have not watched that episode, I will advise you go back to that episode, which is episode 3, and then you will go and understand that one before coming to this episode, because in this episode 4 we will be discussing on something way more bigger than that one, and then you will need the knowledge of that before you can be able to understand this. And then if you have not even watched the first and the second episode, I will also advise you go and watch that, because on this channel I am trying my best to ensure that I connect the dots for whoever that wants to understand Forex and become a master, to become a profitable trader. So please take note of that. So today, as I've said, we will be discussing about currency pairs. Okay, now, what are currency pairs? Okay, first of all, before you start talking about what currency pairs are, you need to first of all understand what a currency means. Okay, so currency simply means, the money or a particular exchange commodity that other countries are using. For instance, the United States are using dollar for their own currency. The Britain are using the pounds for their own currency. The European countries are mostly using euro. Nigeria, for example, is using Naira, for instance. Ghana are using cedis, New Zealand are using dollar. So all these ones are what we call currency. Okay. Now, after understanding what a currency means now, what do we mean by currency pair? Okay. So currency pair is the price cut of exchange rate for two different currencies traded in Forex. Now, before we go to the Forex terminologies, I will want to ask you a question so that you will be able to connect to what we are discussing in this very episode. Okay. Now, if you look at your own country, you have your own country currency, right? Now, then think of it. Let's say you want to change your country currency to dollar. Let's say you want to travel, and then maybe your own official currency is not dollar, and then maybe you are using a different currency, and then you want to travel to a country that uses dollar. So if you want to change, that your currency to dollar, then it's more of like you are pairing those two currencies and then trying to see the prices of exchange between those two currencies. So that is what currency pair is. Okay, let's say you are using Nigerian naira and then you want to exchange it for dollar, then you look for the naira to dollar exchange rate. Okay, so the naira to dollar exchange rate is that 1,700 naira is equivalent to $1. So the currency pair of naira to dollar, the price of dollar when it's converted to naira is 1,700 naira. So now let's say if you want to pair up naira and dollar, for instance, is going to be something like this. Now let's look at it. I want you guys to understand these things to the basic level, so that it will be very, 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 very easier for you to be able to understand Forex if you actually know these things. Okay, so now this is naira USD. Okay, so USD NGN. Now, this is a currency pair of US dollar to naira. So the current price of USD to naira dollar is let me google it so that we will be on the same page, and then you guys will understand. Okay, the current exchange rate. So I really want you guys to understand this exchange rate. The current exchange rate naira to dollar. At least we will just find a range from what we are going to see. So the current exchange rate of dollar to naira, I mean exchange rate dollar to naira now is around 1,643. So now the currency pair of this thing, the current price of this currency pair now is going to be 1,643. All right, yeah, 1,643.34. 1,643.34. So this is the current price of this currency pair. Now I believe you are beginning to have an idea of what currency pair is all about. So what people are trading in Forex is more or less like choosing a particular currency pair, and then they go and then pick their own transactions and then try to make money from that currency pair. Now, before we still go back to that Forex, now let me show you an analogy of what exactly are people trading to make their own money. Let's say you are having this currency pair, let's say USD to Naira, current price is 1,643.34 Naira. And then let's say you are anticipating that the price of dollar is going to increase. Okay, the price of dollar is going to increase. So now if the price of dollar is going to increase, let's say it's going to increase to 2,000. So if you are in Forex, what you will be doing is that you want to buy at this point, at this particular price. By the time you buy at this particular price, let's say you bought like $10, for instance. You bought like $10. That is the volume. Okay, so after you bought $10 at this price, by the time the dollar is now raising to 2,000 naira per dollars, then this your $10 will be equivalent to about 20,000 naira. Okay, now look at it, 20,000 naira. But before it raised, it was around 1,643, 16,433.4 naira. This was the total value of your own naira, okay, when you were buying that $10. Okay, but now that the price of dollar have increased to 2,000 naira per dollar, then now your price is going, your total amount of money is going to be 20,000 naira. So now your money have increased from 16,433.4 naira to 20,000 naira, which is roughly a profit of about 3,600 and something, or 3,700, 400 and something naira. So that is the logic behind Forex. Okay, so now before I go deeper into what will make you guys to be confused, I will want you to just have this basic understanding of what exactly people are doing in Forex. Okay, so that is what currency pair means. Now let's now go proper into the Forex currency pairs. Now these are the major currencies that are being traded in Forex. Okay, so there are many pairs, there are even precious metals like gold pairs and things like that. But when it comes to currencies, these are the major pairs that are being traded in Forex. Okay, so now I want us to now move with this knowledge to the Forex. Okay, now this is it. This is what we call currency pair in Forex. So these are the major currencies that are traded in Forex. We have Euro, that is always designated as EUR, and then we have United States dollar, which is designated by USD. We have Japanese yen, which is designated by JPY. We have Great Britain pound, which is designated by GBP. We have Swiss francs, which is designated by CHF. We have New Zealand dollar. We have Canadian dollar. We have Australian dollar. So now, if you want to go and pick any trade or any transaction in Forex, it is very important for you to choose which currency pair you are going to make your own transaction in. Now, look at this currency pair that has been deduced from all these currencies. Now, you see, we have Euro USD, we have Euro JPY, we have Euro GBP, we have Euro CHF, we have USD CHF, we have GBP CHF, we have GBP NZD, NZD USD, Euro NZD. Now, all these ones are currency pairs that you can be able to use in order to trade in Forex. Just like you can be able to, make your own transactions between dollar and naira. When you go to the bank, you now say, okay, now I think dollar is very cheap, so I think I can be able to buy dollar now. Then by the time dollar increase in value, then I will sell them off. Okay, or let's say I am having my dollar now, and then dollar is very, very expensive now, so I will just sell off my dollar, so that by the time it drops back again, then I will now buy another one. So just the way you make that transaction in order to, make your own money from exchange of dollar and naira, that is the same thing that happens in Forex. Now, something like, okay, USD JPY, let's say USD is going to drop in value while JPY is going to rise in value. What you are going to do in Forex now is you are going to sell this USD, okay, in exchange of this JPY. Okay, so once this JPY is going to increase in value, you are going to be what, selling off this USD in exchange of this JPY. And if USD is going to be increasing in value while JPY is going to be decreasing, then you are going to be buying USD. The same thing happens to each of these currency pairs. Now, let's say there was a news that was being projected, and then they said Great Britain pound is going to increase a lot in value, okay, and then while United States dollar is going to drop, then this will be the best currency pair for you to go and trade in Forex. Why? Because this combination is going to give you a lot of liquidity in the market, okay. So don't worry if you don't understand what liquidity means. We are going to explain that deeper in our advanced or intermediate classes, so that you will be able to understand that better. But for now, at your own basic level, all I want you guys to understand is just know what a currency pair is all about. If you can be able to understand that, then you are good to go at this beginners episodes, okay. So now in this just example that I gave us, so you will now go to Forex and now say, okay, look at it, I need to buy this particular currency pair, because as you are buying it, GBP is going to rise in price while USD is dropping. So the candlesticks are going to form upward. Now you can see I've started using those terminologies I just explained in the previous episode. So it's very important you go back to all the early episodes and then watch them for you to be able to understand this particular episodes as we are going forward. Okay, so that is what happens. So currency pair is just you trying to choose which of the currencies that are being matched that you want to trade in Forex if you want to come and make your own transactions. So now let's look at it in the live market now. This is a chart of Euro USD. Look at it. This is where the chart is. So this one now is a trade I picked in the paper trade. Okay. So this is not my real money. So I'm just using this paper trade to make my videos and then explain these things to you guys. So I just made an analysis in the afternoon and then decided to sell off this trade, and look at it. I'm making about $28. Okay. Which is just less than 5 hours. Okay, so now, and these things are simulating real life transactions or real life charts. Okay, so now I even picked this particular trade in my live account, and currently it is moving in a direction where I predicted. So it's very important for you guys to follow these videos, because I am going to push you guys to a very, very, very excellent, level in Forex, such that by the time you have passed through all these lessons, then believe me, you can beat your chest and then say, okay, I'm going to make off my money in Forex now. So now back to our own explanation of this currency pairs. Now look at it. This is Euro USD. So I just clicked on this Euro USD. You see the charts. Okay. Now this one is charts. So I explained what time frame is in the last video. So this is 15 minutes time frame. So now you can be able to choose another currency pair again if you want. Now let us try another currency pair. Let's say GBP USD. GBP USD. Okay, GBP USD. Then you will see what the price is doing in that particular one again. Okay, so now look at it. Look at what the charts is doing. Okay, in 15 minutes. So the price of this transaction is dropping. Okay, now let us look at USD JPY. Okay, so I'm showing you guys this example so that you will be able to appreciate all these explanations and making, and then it will be easier for you guys to learn. By the time you understand these things, then believe you me, you're going to have a very great experience in this Forex market. So look at it. Look at the charts of these currency pairs. So you can say USDCHF. Okay, USDCHF. Now look at it. All these ones, look at the transactions. Okay, so all these ones are the currency pairs that you can be able to trade in the Forex. Now, I believe by now you understand what currency pair means. Okay, so currency pair, look at the definition. Currency pair is the price quote of the exchange rate for two different currencies traded in Forex market. Now, we move to what price means in Forex. Okay, for you to understand what price means, you need to understand Forex currency pairs, which I just explained. Now we move to the prices. Prices refers to how much of one currency is required to purchase another currency. Now look at what I just explained in this example of USD to Nigerian naira. For instance, you said $1 is equivalent to 1,643.34. So this is the price of this currency pair at the moment. Okay, by the time the price rises to, let's say, okay, let me just put it this way. Let me put it this way so that you will understand it. By the time the price rises to, let's say, 2,000 naira, 2,000.14 naira per dollar, then this will be the price as at that time. So that is what price means. Okay, so it refers to how much of one currency is required to purchase another currency. So now, if you really want to understand what price means, whenever you see your currency pairs, let's say USD JPY, the first currency that appears, okay, is the one that is being transacted. Let's say there's this USD, okay. If you see USD NGN and then you see a price tag to it, it is now telling you how much of this NGN, which is the second currency, is required to purchase one of this currency at the moment. So this is what it means. So now let us go to live market and then look at what it means. Now this is USDCHF. Now look at the price, guys. 0.86509. Okay, 0.865. Okay, let me just put a line so that we can be able to choose a particular price. Now look at this price, 0.86. I hope you are looking at what I'm doing, guys. Let me cycle the place I'm trying to explain so that you guys can be able to understand what I'm talking about. Now look at this place. Look at this place close to this arrow. Okay, if you see this red distance, let me blink another arrow so that it will be able to point out to where I am trying to explain. Okay, so I hope you guys are appreciating these videos, because these are the things you need to understand first before you go into Forex. So this is it. This has, look at what this arrow is pointing at, 0.86567. So at this point, if the price is around this point, then it is telling you that this USD, for you to purchase one USD, it means you need 0.86567 of this CHF, okay, to purchase one USD, okay. And if the price keeps on rising, for instance, let's say if the price rises to this level, let's say it means the value of USD is increasing, meaning as the price of this USD is increasing in Swiss francs, then it means the value of USD is increasing. So, and if you anticipate the price to increase, it means you are going to purchase this particular currency pair, because once you purchase it and then it begins to go up, then it will keep on increasing your amount in the, in your balance, that is in your Forex account. So that is what this terminologies means, and then that is what they mean in the Forex market. Now I want us to go to another currency pair. Now let us look at USDJPY, for instance, USDJPY. Okay, now let's look at it. Now look at it. This 150 point. Okay, let me carry this line and also put it there also. Okay, now look at it. One at this point, look at this red line. This, look at the price here. Okay, so 151.090. So at this point, when the price was around this place, it means the price of US dollar, when you convert it to JPY, was 151.090. Okay, so this price is only telling us how much of JPY is required to purchase one USD. Okay, so anytime you see a currency pair, whatever the price you see in that Forex, it is only telling you that this particular currency, that's the second currency, is telling you that that price you are seeing is how much of that second currency is required to purchase one of that first currency. So that is what price means. So I believe you are able to understand what currency pair means, and then I believe you also understand what price means, because I'm trying my best to break down these things, to a basic level so that you guys will be able to understand. So I believe you are able to get a lot of values in this video, and I'm also sure that you guys are now beginning to understand that, oh, this Forex is actually something that if you go in following a particular mentor that understands this market, then you're going to learn it faster. Yes, you are right. If you follow the person that understands this market very well, then you are going to land on the right information at the right time, and then it will not take long for you to be able to understand the charts and then begin to make a profitable transactions. Okay, so now in the next video, we are going to be discussing about transaction sizes. Okay, so in the next episode, we are going to be looking at transaction sizes, which is going to be lot size, pips, and pipettes, because this is going to be the next thing that you will need to understand and learn when it comes to Forex, if you really want to understand Forex. Okay, so please, guys, I want you to take your time to go through these videos, understand it. If it means for you to go back to this video again and watch it all over again, just for you to understand it, then please do that. And I will keep on trying my best to explain these videos to the basic level for you to understand. And then if you want to take your own Forex journey to a very higher level, okay, and then if you want to have a close mentorship, and then you will have where you can be able to ask questions, and then you will get a real-time answer, then I will recommend you join the Telegram group, through the link that is added in the description of this video. so that you will have access to our tutors, and then you will also have an opportunity to ask questions where you don't understand anything. So I believe you were able to learn a lot in this video. So thank you guys. Please don't forget to like this video, and then also don't forget to subscribe if you are here to do that. Thank you guys. See you in another video, and bye.